Hello, I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to Finextra. Today we're at NextGen Banking London, the AI revolution. Kindly joining me is one of our industry thought leaders at this year's event, Dubey. Hello Samir, thank you very much
Hannah.
for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. Now, you're someone who's seen the challenges but also opportunities around AI firsthand, working with corporates and addressing digital solutions in banking. Along the way, what impact have you seen AI on the corporates?
So if you think of corporate banking, and I will touch upon the area that I am more familiar with in corporate banking, which is transaction banking. Now we characterize transaction banking by a lot of operational interaction that a lot of people have with a lot of operational processes in the banks generating a lot of data. And if you think of transaction banking like that, then AI as an assembly of tools starts applying itself wonderfully to the problems that our customers face while undergoing this process that I just described. So if you think of things like natural language processing, right? And when the customers are interacting with the bank, there is a lot of activity going on right now in terms of chatbots, voice bots, things like that. That is leveraging natural language processing in its entirety, but the beginning of it, right? When you think of robotic process automation, which is another AI tool, the level 1 of tasks, whether it's payments repair, whether it's customer servicing, are starting to be addressed by, let's say, robotic process automation. When you think of machine learning, it has got immense applications in the world of transaction banking. So if we think of banking as a combination of activities, and if we think of AI as a combination of tools, there is a wonderful match that's starting to emerge between AI and corporate banking.
All right, and from a product perspective then, how do you see AI-based solutions driving new services but also revenue opportunities?
So the core of AI is data. And data is the building block on which every element of every tool that I just described of artificial intelligence is built. So the more the organization realizes me as a customer and recognizes the fact that over time they can give me hyper-personalized services using the data that they take from me, despite over time also realizing that they won't be in control, it would be me in control of my data. That would start offering a range of wonderful solutions to whether it's an individual customer or an SME or a corporate client. The ability for a service provider to recognize an individual as an individual, an entity as an entity, will start offering customized solutions. So today, for instance, when you think of credit scoring, right, we still have very, very archaic tools and models that drive credit scoring and hence the lending decisions on organizations. With the availability of structured and unstructured data and the contextualized personalization, hyper-personalization will actually give rise to better ways of credit scoring me and hence offering me better products and services. We talk about natural language processing and ability to read documents. That is cutting down the onboarding times in organizations significantly because the documents are being read better. So that is enabling organizations to offer better onboarding services. I'll give you one more example, trade. A document-heavy product and the ability for machines to read the documents using natural language processing again is enabling organizations to offer better trade products. So there are lots of new revenue opportunities that will sit on the basis of recognizing the data, contextualizing the data, personalizing the data, and also just the optical character recognition abilities.
Right, and following on from that quite nicely then, how is all of this impacting the bank's business models?
So we talked about data as be the fuel of artificial intelligence, the be-all and end-all to a great extent. And if you look at the banking organizations today, in fact any organizations today, the data is collected on the customer on multiple silos on multiple platforms. The business models that will emerge, that will leverage AI in entirety, will have to identify this customer as one. And hence the customer journeys which track the customer across platform to platform as a single customer view, as a single entity, will need to start to emerge so that we can combine the data to create a picture of the customer that can be used to offer them better products and services. AI is lending itself nicely to handle simple tasks from robotics, process automation perspective. So you would start seeing emergence of business models where you have two layers of organization. One is a simplified layer where you have more machine than people who are doing the simplified tasks. Another is more complex creative layer where you will still have decision making sitting with humans who will direct the machines to carry out the tasks. So you'll start seeing the emergence of different models in the organization, different customer journeys, different perspectives that people are taking as we start leveraging more and more AI.
So watch this space.
Watch the space is the word, exactly. I think the journey is still to start.
Well, Samir, thank you so much for sharing your insights. I'll let you get back to the event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks for having me here.
And thank you for watching.